Mac East, your full-service Apple dealer and repair center. Visit maceast.ca.
Number 1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 95.7 everywhere.
Good morning. It's Friday, November 5th. I'm Dan Olstrand.
And I'm Shelley Summers. Right now in downtown Halifax, it's partly cloudy and 1 degree. Here's what's making news this hour.
The Premier and top doctor will be holding a COVID-19 briefing today amid rising case numbers in Nova Scotia. Public Health has said it's looking into the recent uptick in COVID activity.
A study by two St. FX University researchers says the province has been getting steadily warmer in the past 40 years, especially in the last 2 decades.
Gasoline prices fall across Nova Scotia overnight.
And coming up later,
we know healthcare is a major expense, but new research indicates we'll spend more than $300 billion on it this year, partially due to the pandemic.
The Mooseheads face Acadie Bathurst for the first time in almost a year. It's the first of back-to-backs tonight on the road. Sports at 15.
Investors gearing up for Jobs Friday. We'll preview the October employment reports coming in soon. Plus the TSX at a record and Uber in with earnings. Business at 26.
City News Time, 6:01.
Time for Carson Exports. Traffic and weather together on the ones. Now Halifax's most frequent traffic reports. Good morning, Aisleen Schufelt.
Good morning, Dan and Shelley. Beaverbank Road and Sackville Drive both are moving well as you're heading inbound. Hammonds Plains Road also not seeing any delays. The Bedford Highway and the Windsor Exchange is also in pretty good shape, and the McKay Bridge is wide open as you're heading both Halifax and Dartmouth bound. This traffic and weather together is brought to you by East Coast Credit Union. Visit them today and enjoy a refreshingly honest way to bank. Find your location now at eastcoastcu.ca. Now here's City News weather specialist John Wilson.
Start partly sunny, and then the cloud increases as it comes up the east coast of the U.S. Once it passes through here and out to sea, we'll clear up again tonight, but I expect cloud this afternoon. 7 degrees the guaranteed high, -4 tonight with the partial clearing, and then sunny tomorrow and 7. Standard time comes Sunday, clocks go back an hour, and 11 degrees and partly sunny, but the sun goes down pretty early, and Monday, partly sunny, 12. Today's guaranteed high 7.
And right now in downtown Halifax, as well as at the airport, it's +1. We'll have another check of traffic and weather together in less than 10 minutes. City News Time, 6:02.
Well, beginning an update today from officials as COVID-19 cases tick up in Nova Scotia.
Public Health saying it is investigating a rise in cases in recent days.
Have you heard the news? City News has even more to talk about.
It's the Sam Laprad Show. Weekdays noon to 2. Grab a seat and eavesdrop on fun conversation.
Hi, this is Sam Laprad.
Sam is like your neighbor with news.
And she won't shy away from the tough topics. She'll give you her view of what's happening in Ottawa and the Valley.
She's sharing the stories that matter to you. Listen in to the Sam Laprad Show. Weekdays at noon.
On City News 101.1 FM
and 1310 AM.
City News Time, 2:30.
Number 1 for local news in Ottawa and the Valley. This is City News, now on 101.1 FM and 1310 AM.
Good afternoon. This is Wednesday, the 27th of October. I'm Jason White.
And I'm Mark Day. Right now in Ottawa, Smiths Falls, some sunshine and 12. Here's what's making news right now.
In an effort at reconciliation with Indigenous peoples, the Pope is planning a trip to Canada. This as we reckon with the legacy of residential schools.
Ottawa City Council approved $65 million in additional spending for the new Central Library and Archives Canada joint facility after it was revealed the project's total cost is much higher than originally anticipated.
An emergency landing on a GTA highway. We had a call that an airplane had touched down on Highway 47 eastbound. The pilot of the single prop plane getting high praise.
There was no Thomas Chabot at Sens practice today. We'll tell you why. The Atlanta Braves look to take a 2-0 lead in the Fall Classic, and the Raptors take on Indiana. Sports at 45.
The TSX and the Dow are moving down. The loonie is up, and the Bank of Canada has signaled that an interest rate hike may be coming sooner than expected. Business at 56.
City News Time, 2:31.
Time for City News traffic and weather together on the ones. Now with Ottawa and the Valley's most frequent traffic reports. Jody Thornton.
Delay free on the Queensway. Lots of in-town construction, though. Eastbound on Montreal Road between Shefford and the 174, we're down to a single lane for road work. Now, it doesn't appear that we're seeing construction active now on the 174 in both directions between Champlain and Jeanne d'Arc. We were seeing lane restrictions there and causing lots of slowdowns throughout the week, but that doesn't seem to be active as of right now. Main Street's closed from Colonel By Drive through to Grenfell Avenue. That's all for water infrastructure work through there. A message from Canadian Blood Services. There's an immediate need for blood. Help meet patients' needs by booking and keeping your appointment. Book now at blood.ca. With the forecast for Ottawa and the Valley, here's weather specialist John Wilson.
Looks like we'll have sun with high cloud again tomorrow like we had today. 1 degree, the low tonight, clear sky, and then sun and cloud tomorrow, 10 degrees. Friday looks sunny and 13 before high pressure leaves us and low pressure comes in. Saturday, showers and 9. Sunday, a chance of showers and 10. We'll see about trick-or-treat time. Tonight's low 1.
And right now in Ottawa and in Smiths Falls, some sunshine and 12. City News Time, 2:32.
The Pope is planning a trip to Canada as we face a reckoning over the racist legacy of the residential school system.
Back here tomorrow from noon till 3. This is Kitchener Today on City News 570.
CKGL-AM Kitchener, broadcasting live from the Boardwalk.
Breaking news, traffic, and weather.
When you need to know, keep it on. City News 570.
This hour of Kitchener Today is brought to you by Steve Bailey with the Bailey team at the agency. Visit soldbybailey.com and start packing.
If you're a business owner, do you create scrap metal? Visit us at twealthgroup.ca for a complimentary review.
Waterloo Region's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 570, everywhere.
Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, October the 27th. I'm Luke Schultz.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Anderson. It's sunny, 15 degrees. Here's what's making news right now.
The Pope is coming in an effort at reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. It comes as our country grapples with the legacy of the residential school system.
Would a papal apology carry weight or would it ring hollow? A residential school survivor says it depends who you ask.
Regional police are providing an update in the May death of a 1-year-old child in Cambridge as they say the cause of death was a drug overdose.
The topic of vaccinations for children coming up in question period.
The Premier himself sowed more doubts.
The NDP going after the government regarding Premier Ford's comments on Tuesday.
The Kitchener Rangers are in the Sioux for tonight's face-off with the Greyhounds. Leafs in Chicago tonight. And the World Series continues with Game 2, sports at 15.
A mixed picture for the North American markets, and Tech Resources is crediting strong commodity prices for a third quarter profit that came in 13 times higher than a year ago. Business at 26.
City News Time 3:01.
It's time for traffic and weather together on the ones. Here's Maddie DeMart.
This update brought to you by the Duke of Wellington. Highway 8 through Flamborough remains closed this afternoon due to an earlier collision there. Hamilton police say it's closed between Safari Road and Seton Road, so you will need to plan an alternate. Again, that's Highway 8 between Safari Road and Seton Road. That stretch is closed this afternoon. No other major issues to report on area highways around the region. Just seeing some light delays starting to build now on Highway 8 westbound approaching Highway 78. On the 401 eastbound, traffic also clear from Woodstock and into the region. It's slow going, though, from the 407 to approaching Mavis. On the 401 westbound, also seeing some heavy delays from approaching Mavis to Mississauga Road. After that, it is back up to speed into the region and out to London. If you spot traffic problems, call us hands-free at star 401. The Duke of Wellington welcomes you back for indoor and outdoor dining 7 days a week. Visit dukeofwellingtonpubs.com for their full menu and hours of operation. Now the latest from City News weather specialist John Wilson.
It's cleared off nicely and a beautiful afternoon and evening. Now 2 degrees tonight and clear, and then sunny tomorrow morning with increasing cloud through the day and end up cloudy 13. Friday, new low pressure, showers and 12. Saturday, showers 11. Looks dry for Halloween. Tonight's low 2.
Outside of our studio, we have a sunny sky, 15 degrees.
We'll have another check of traffic and weather together in less than 10 minutes. City News Time 3:03.
As our country grapples with the horrifying legacy of the residential school system, the Pope has agreed to come to Canada. The Vatican says it's part of an ongoing effort at reconciliation with Indigenous peoples.
Our Martin McMahon reports it's unclear exactly when the head of the Catholic Church plans to come.
No date set, but the Vatican says Pope Francis is willing to come to our country. The Catholic Church has been under scrutiny as our country reckons with the history of residential schools.
When you need to know.
No matter where it happens.
Coast to coast.
This is City News. Everywhere.
On City News 660.
City News Time, 6 o'clock.
Calgary's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 660. Everywhere. Calgary's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 660. Everywhere.
Now we got it. It's Friday, November 5th. Good morning. I'm Mike Blanchard.
And I'm Steve Cito in Calgary. 11 degrees and cloudy. Here's what's making news.
The fourth wave of the pandemic's led to the cancellation of 15,000 surgeries in Alberta.
The Alberta government is getting out of the online weed business.
A challenge from the opposition to the province's culture minister. If you like the arts so much, name your 3 favorite Alberta musicians.
The Calgary Flames point streak continues. Sports at 15.
Most markets near records ahead of jobs reports in Canada and the U.S., and a change is coming for Canadian banks. Business at 26.
City News Time, 6:01.
Traffic and weather together on the ones in the traffic center. Here's Tanya Blakeney.
It's a collision-free start to wake up for a Friday morning. We've got travel speed on Deerfoot averaging close to 100 kilometers per hour. In fact, just a tick above that right now, northbound and southbound between Stoney and Stoney. Scanning cameras on this Friday morning. We look good in all 4 quadrants. There is construction to be mindful of in the northwest. 16th Avenue eastbound at Sarcee Trail. Of course, lanes are restricted and speeds are reduced approaching that Shoaldice Park Bridge. If you're traveling area highways to start the day, moving well on QE2 north of Calgary. That comes in from Airdrie and Balzac and merging at Stoney Trail. And then from the city's east, no problems on the Trans-Canada Highway, moving from Strathmore through Chestermere and then westbound through city limits. If you spot something in the way, a stall, collision, or distraction, let us know. 403-291-0066. Traffic for IA Private Wealth, Canada's choice for professional, trusted advice that's uniquely tailored to every stage of your financial journey. Visit iaprivatwealth.ca/trust. Now the forecast. Here's meteorologist Michael Coos.
It's an incredibly mild morning. We're seeing temperatures in some spots still in the double digits. Now, the wind is pumping in out of the west. It's almost a Chinook type scenario. We have some cloud across the area, but it's so mild. Now, this cloud is going to move through. We should get into at least a partly sunny sky to a mix of sun and cloud through the day today. Temperature doesn't get that much warmer than it is right now, 13 or 14 degrees. Drops down to 0 overnight. A cooler day on Saturday, still mainly cloudy with a high near 6 degrees. Right now, it's 11 degrees at the airport, 9 downtown. The afternoon high up to 13.
City News Time, 6:03.
More proof the pandemic is dealing a staggering blow to the healthcare system.
The Alberta government is revealing how many surgeries needed to be canceled due to COVID-19 and overwhelming hospitals. Reporter Safe Kaiser joins us live with the details. Safe.
Good morning, Steve. The number of surgeries delayed in the province now reaching 15,000. That's almost double what it was a month ago during the fourth wave. Here's Health Minister Jason Copping.
And now taking a look at a couple of forecasts across the province today. Down in Okotoks and Lethbridge, we'll see a mix of sun and cloud, a high of 10 in Okotoks, 11 down in Lethbridge. Similar forecast just north of Calgary as well. Airdrie, mix of sun and cloud, a high of 11. 10 and 11 in Red Deer and Edmonton under a mix of sun and cloud. A little bit of rain up in Fort McMurray with a high of 2, and in Canmore in Banff, mainly sunny skies today with a high of 9. City News Time, 9 o'clock.
Calgary's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News 660. Everywhere.
It's Friday, November 5th. Good morning. I'm Mike Blanchard.
And I'm Steve Cito in Calgary. 9 degrees and mostly cloudy. Here's what's making news.
The fourth wave of the pandemic led to the cancellation of 15,000 surgeries in Alberta.
It could be game-changing in the fight against COVID, a pill to be taken after you're infected that significantly cuts the risk of hospitalization or death. It's from Pfizer, and it's still experimental.
The Internet Child Exploitation Unit is warning parents about a new TikTok trend where kids under 12 are self-exposing themselves.
A challenge from the opposition to the province's culture minister. If you like the arts so much, name your 3 favorite Alberta musicians.
Not necessarily the result the Flames were looking for, but the streak continues. Sports at 15.
It's a winning Friday on both Bay and Wall Street with another set of records. Crude futures gold up and the chip shortage continuing to impact the bottom line. Business at 26.
City News Time, 9:01.
Traffic and weather together in the traffic center. Here's Tanya Blakeney.
We are still dealing with volume because of a crash in the northeast. It's on Beddington Trail, right on the ramp from southbound Beddington to southbound Deerfoot Trail. Couple vehicles collided about 40 minutes ago. Left-hand lane is still blocked. Emerge crews are now on scene. You have to squeeze right to get by. We're backed up towards towards Harvest Hills Boulevard. In the northeast at Edmonton Trail, it's still closed at 9th Avenue for a water services emergency. You'll find detour signs in place. You can expect delays until at least the end of the weekend. Crash in the northwest on Shaganappi Trail slows things at the intersection of Northland Drive or Dalhousie Drive. The southbound left-hand turn lane of Shaganappi Trail, one of the 2 of those is blocked off, and then northbound left-hand lane on Shaganappi Trail is blocked as emerge crews are responding. There's also an incident involving a cyclist in the northwest at Nose Hill Drive and Citadel Gate. Hoping everyone's okay, but pay attention to the merge crews that are on scene there. And to the south now, a crash on Center Street slows things down northbound approaching Farrow Drive. This one blocks the left-hand lane on northbound Center. Stay to the right. We've also got construction delays in the northeast, 52nd Street at Rundle-Horn Drive. In the northwest, 16th Avenue is still slow at Sarcee Trail. Both directions are affected at the Shoaldice Park Bridge, but eastbound volume is the slowest. If you spot something in the way, let us know. 403-291-0066. Traffic brought to you by Cupboards Express. Stop by their showroom at 2020 32 Avenue Northeast to browse 1,000 styles and design your new kitchen. Cupboards Express. Visit cupboardsexpress.com. Now the forecast. Here's meteorologist Michael Coos.
Not a bad start to the day at all. We still have some cloud around out there, but it is going to break as this wave pushes off to the east. Temperatures won't be as warm as yesterday, but still well above average. Up to about 13 degrees at least. Drops down to 0 overnight, so a little colder tomorrow morning. Mainly cloudy early, some sun in the afternoon with a high of 6. Cooler air on Sunday with a low of -4 and a high of 5 degrees. Right now it's 9 degrees at the airport, 9 downtown. The daytime high up to 13.
City News Time, 9:03.
More proof the pandemic is dealing a staggering blow to the healthcare system.
The Alberta government is revealing how many surgeries needed to be canceled due to COVID overwhelming hospitals. Safe Kaiser has the details.
The number of surgeries delayed in the province during the fourth wave now reaching 15,000. That's almost double what it was a month ago.